Hey everyone, and welcome. This transit is going to be offering you this opportunity to truly rewrite your own inner narrative. We're going to have Jupiter square both of the nodes. This is your forecast for all 12 signs. My name is Patricia Tate. I'm your astrologer. I specialize in traditional, Western, and evolutionary astrology. I'm excited to share this transit forecast with you. If you are new here, you can find more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and for sharing your journey with me. So on May 18th, we're going to have Jupiter squaring the lunar nodes. This will be a time of literally rewriting what is your own inner narrative. It's stop repeating and just start reimagining, because as Jupiter is in the sign of Gemini, it forms this T-square. A T-square is a hard aspect that asks you to integrate two different areas of your life. And so it's activating this crossroads of spiritual and intellectual evolution for you. The alignment, it marks a moment of a reckoning, of picking of sides, not through these external events, but within stories and belief systems, in things that we carry within inside of ourselves. Jupiter is the planet of growth and wisdom and knowledge and beliefs, and it expands with whatever it touches. In Gemini, Jupiter seeks out knowledge. It seeks out through language or curiosity, through conversations, and all of the multitude of stories that make up our own mental framework. But this placement, it can also scatter the energy, because Gemini can be dual in nature. It can sometimes make it harder to commit to one single truth. So instead, it encourages a multiplicity of ideas, which can either liberate you or overwhelm you. Now, the lunar nodes, they are invisible, but they're karmically these powerful points that represent the axis of our soul's growth. So the South Node in Virgo, it symbolizes your past life patterns, over-reliance on logic or perfectionism or criticism, or the compulsion to always fix everything. And the North Node, with its direction in the sign of Pisces, it's your invitation that says lean into surrender, into faith, into compassion, into having this spiritual vision and the interconnectedness of you with everything. And so when Jupiter challenges the nodes in this T-square, it illuminates this gap between what we've been taught to believe and what your soul is now longing to explore. It is asking, what do you really believe? The squares, they are uncomfortable. They push us to examine these inherited beliefs and these internal narratives that may no longer reflect your evolving truth. These are often these subconscious scripts, like the broken record in your head, that are conditioned by family or by culture, by religion, what the media tells us, our educational systems. They can sound like success only comes through struggle, or my dreams are unrealistic unless I have a plan, or it's selfish to do X, Y, and Z unless everything is perfect, or I'm only worthy if I'm useful. These are narratives that come from outside sources that have created and built within you. And so many of these beliefs, they're so deeply ingrained in you that we mistake them for truth. But Jupiter in Gemini, it wants to name these thoughts. It wants you to speak them aloud and ask, who told me this? And do I still want to live by this? This is not a time for passive acceptance. The square, it forces attention, and tension always invites change. So the Virgo Pisces nodal axis, it's teaching us how to move from analytical control towards spiritual trust, and combining those two, finding this healthy balance. The South Node in Virgo, it's where we cling to plans and routines and measurable outcomes. And it often produces stress, anxiety, when things feel uncertain, or when life refuses to follow a logical order. In contrast, the North Node in Pisces, it whispers to us, let go, let flow, let the energy move, trust in the unfolding, heal through love, not by always proving things. And so many of us, we are so deeply uncomfortable with the surrender. That's where Jupiter comes in, not just as a planet of belief, but as a teacher. It brings these moments of clarity and expansion and even grace, if we are willing to lean in and learn from it. Jupiter reflects what we call as our mindset. It's this framework of assumptions that shape how we not only see ourselves, but also how do we see the world. And some beliefs, they're very empowering, and some are limiting. Some are inherited, and others, they're developed through trauma or conditioning. In the sign of Gemini, Jupiter invites us to revise those mindsets by gathering new information, by questioning old assumptions, by experimenting with a different way of thinking. This isn't about having blind optimism. It's about recognizing that every single belief is a choice, your choice, and you have the power to choose again. A square is an aspect of action. It's a 90-degree angle. It creates this pressure that forces us to make a decision. Now, when Jupiter squares the nodes, we are literally standing at the threshold and between our past and our future. And it's between our analytical mind that wants to control, Virgo, and the soul that seeks this union and peace, Pisces. It presents us a chance, this opportunity to integrate these two polarities and through this bridge of a conscious belief. This is not about bypassing discomfort. In fact, discomfort is the signal that the belief system that you are living by, it's no longer fits the life that you're trying to create. This friction, it can be transmuted into a form of insight if you're willing to sit with it. This transit, it's offering this opportunity for spiritual alignment, not through dramatic achievements, but by healing the broken record and the inner voice. And it asks, can you rewrite the story of who you are and what's possible, not only for you, but for what you want to do, who you want to be, how you want to be known? Can you replace judgment with compassion, not only with other people, especially with yourself? Can you choose a belief that opens up your heart instead of tightening within your chest? You are being invited to liberate yourself from the inside out. And once you shift with your internal belief system, the external world, it then begins to mirror in that transformation for you. Jupiter square the lunar nodes is going to be a pivotal turning point where your mind and your soul, they have to collaborate and work together. You are the storyteller now. The story that you tell now determines the direction that you want to take on your path. This is going to be your invitation to stop repeating and start reimagining. What do you want? How do you want to be known? What do you want for your future? So offerings this month. For private consultation, you can visit willowgracemystic.com. For working with the moon, definitely check out my moon manifestation guide. Follow the link below. Sign up for my newsletters because you can find out more about specials, early releases, all things that are happening, where I'm at, what's going on. And if you're interested in a community with like-minded individuals where we connect, we share, we grow, this is my Patreon using the link below. I do have a special for all Tauruses out there with Use Taurus 10 at checkout to get a special rate for your birthday chart. And I offer live astrology consultations right here every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Definitely join me and use the link and get in the queue. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you to help you to navigate your unique journey. So let's dive in. So for Aries, you have Jupiter in your third house of communication. This is neighbors, siblings, cousins, thoughts, ideas. The third house is where we take in information. It's also technology, and it's how we disseminate information. It is squaring the nodes that are in your 12th house in Pisces, and which is it's the hidden house. It's dreams, intuition, psychic ability, where we go to isolate and be alone. And your south node in your 6th house of your day-to-day habits. So the square, it's activating your mindset, your communication, your own inner narrative. Having Jupiter in Gemini here, it's really challenging the axis between your duties that you feel that you have to others and your routines. It's self-care, but it's also how can I be of service to others? How do I help other people? That's the south node in Virgo. And your 12th house with the north node is about spiritual healing and surrender, the let go, let flow. The opportunities here are you being invited to rewire your daily thoughts, your patterns. What messages? What do they loop continually in your head every single day? Jupiter in your third house, it can help you access either a new language, new learning. This could be self-talk. This is the way that you bring in and transmute the information and then again share it with other people, yourself being one of those people. But this can only be if you are willing to release the perfectionistic tendencies that are tied to how you should operate in your day-to-day life. There could be writing or speaking or sharing your journey. This could be journaling. This could be with yoga and meditation. This is an opportunity to say, I need to share my journey either with myself privately, like get my words on paper, or with others that could open up these unexpected doors to healing. Now the challenge is you possibly resisting slowing down or surrendering to this unstructured time. There could be anxiety or overwork that could cloud your ability to listen to your own deeper intuition. Don't let doubt drown out the quiet voice that's within your soul. Examine your own internal monologue of what you say to yourself and what you repeat to yourself every single day. Are you reinforcing beliefs that are rooted in fear or in scarcity or outdated expectations? Begin to gently challenge those scripts that have either been told to you by others. This could be teachers or friends or family. Speak to yourself as you would a friend who is growing through this discomfort, and honor your curiosity as the sacred tool that you can use for transformation. Be sure to carve out time for journaling or for the spoken word, because your voice is going to be a key to healing here. Ask where you can schedule or look into your day-to-day habits where maybe they have been overruled by anxiety or perfectionism. Simplify your life wherever you can. Create intentional pauses in your day to breathe, to reflect, to reconnect with what feels meaningful to you. Your body, your nervous system, it's a portal to connect to spiritual wisdom. Calm it, and your own inner knowing is going to be able to speak more clearly to you. A mantra for you can be, I speak words of compassion, and my soul hears the truth. So Aries, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com. So for Taurus, you have Jupiter in your second house, which is the house of self-worth, cash, property, skill set, talents. The second house is what do I need in order to feel secure? This could be mentally, spiritually, financially, emotionally. Now, the North Node is in Pisces in the area of your life that represents your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, and who you network and collaborate with. The South Node, being in the sign of Virgo, is in the area of your life that is art, music, beauty, the connection to your own inner child. It's your personal self-expression and joy. And so this square between these it's really accessing your creative expression versus your community versus how do you feel. Jupiter wants to expand all senses of what do you value, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. And so it's what you have and what you believe you deserve. This is going to be a chance for you to examine inherited money stories or beliefs around what you've been told about your talents or about what does success look like. And it's you looking at what you've been told about all of these things that should increase your self-esteem, increase how you feel comfortable about yourself. You're also being asked to balance your creativity with your sense of duty to other people. Now, the challenge comes from the South Node in the sign of Virgo. It's pushing you to overanalyze or to perfect what are your offerings before you share them with others. Now, the North Node in Pisces is, look, create from the heart, let go of perfectionism. Let other people see your vulnerable side. Let joy be the reward. Begin by shifting how you define value, not just financially, but emotionally and creativity. Identify where your self-worth has been shaped by comparison to other people or what you can produce, your productivity, or fear of not being enough. Release the belief that worth has to be proven in order to be earned. Reclaim your creative voice by giving yourself permission to just enjoy the process without needing an outcome. Let your own inner artist, your own inner lover, let your own inner child make its presence here. Make beauty your offering, even if no one else sees it. Reimagine wealth as this frequency of alignment, not for accumulation. When you honor your joy, you generate abundance naturally. A mantra can be, I am worthy of joy, connection, and of receiving from others with ease. So Taurus, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com. So for Gemini, this is going to be very personal for you. You have Jupiter in your house of your identity, who you are, your visions, the things that you want to do, how people see you, who you're presenting to the world. I always say that the first house is our business card. It's our website. It's who we are. And so it's lighting up your identity. Now, the North Node is in your 10th house of career, job, reputation, legacy. The 10th house is how other people look up and see you. Your South Node is at the bottom of your chart. It's your home access. It's the fourth house is your living situation. It's your personal life. The fourth house represents your traditions, your roots, your foundation. And so having this square, it's an opportunity for you to truly rewrite the story of who you are. Jupiter in your first house, it's asking you to bring these bold new insights about yourself with purpose for your path. You might feel called to learn, to teach, to radically rethink, how do I express myself in the world, to the world? A new version of yourself, it's literally emerging, one that integrates both ambition and soul. The challenge comes from possibly you feeling the pressure to meet these expectations that are tied to family, reputation, legacy, or a career path that is expected of you. Your Virgo South node, it wants to cling to what is practical, what is stable, what is expected, while your North node, the North node in Pisces, is literally calling you to soften, to trust, and to lead with heart. So you're in this season of profound self-reinvention. It's a realization of yourself. So begin by examining, how have you been labeling or defining yourself, both internally and within your public image? Which parts of your identity, which parts feel outdated or inherited or performative? Let go of these personas that just no longer feel aligned with you. Instead, look to turn inward and focus on what truths want to be spoken. What new beliefs about myself do I feel that feels liberating to me? Don't rush to just try and figure this one out. Let your identity evolve like a mosaic. It's layered, it's complex, it is beautiful in all of its contradictions. This is about practical, radical honesty with yourself and allowing others to meet the real you. A mantra for this can be, I trust in who I'm becoming, and I speak my truth with grace. So Gemini, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com. So for my Cancer friends, Jupiter's moving through your 12th house. Now, this is soul work. It's isolation. It's solitude. This revolves around topics of spiritual surrender. The 12th house is where we go and connect to the spiritual realm, our divine, through dreams, intuition, psychic ability. It's where we go to heal and renew. It can mean so many things about having to look at ourselves and identify things that are extremely personal. Now, the North node in Pisces is in an area of your life that revolves around expanding of your connection to foreign people, places, and things, and religion and belief systems and publishing and legal matters. The South node in your 3rd house is the way that you communicate, who you communicate with, neighbors, siblings, cousins. It's the way that you connect and share with people, places, and things on a day-to-day basis. And so this square with Jupiter in Gemini here is saying, I need to focus on my inner truth, my soul work, spiritual surrender. I need to have this balance between the knowledge and truth and beliefs. And so this is going to be a sacred time for you to of going within and listening. Dreams, intuition, what our ancestors tell us, what we hear in our quiet moments, either through journaling or meditation or yoga or the sacred pause. Jupiter expands your dreams, your intuition, your capacity for healing, not just of yourself, but of healing of others. You might receive messages in your sleep or through art or through solitude with, again, meditation, yoga, journaling. The South Node in Virgo, it's truly asking you to release the intellectual control, like to release your thoughts about perfectionism. And the North Node in Pisces is inviting you to believe in something that's greater than logic. So you might feel torn between needing these answers right away and these sensitive, invisible truths that you know and feel. Trying to explain or to try to rationalize, this is going to be a challenge because it's trying to rationalize your experience. It'll only create frustrations. I just know, I just feel, and not having to explain it to anybody else and having to say, I get it. Spend some time in stillness. This isn't about retreating from life. This is going to be about turning into and connecting to the subtle rhythms of your own inner voice. Notice what arises within the silence. Visions, memories, forgotten dreams. Let these become the foundation for a renewed sense of your purpose, your direction. You are being called to shift from mental clarity of I know it, I see it, into soulful knowing. I know it, I feel it. Stop trying to solve all of your emotions. This is about letting them guide you into the belief systems that are beneath the surface. Practices like meditation or dream journaling, Akashic records, past life regressions, breath work, intuitive art. These can reveal the truths that the mind has been so busy in order to catch. It's allowing yourself time to pause, to connect to divine or source. You are being guided even when it feels quiet. So Cancer, a mantra can be, I trust in the unseen and I'm guided by my inner knowing. So Cancer, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com. So for Leo, you have Jupiter in an area of your life that has to do with friends and social circles, the way that you network with people, your shared creativity, humanitarian efforts, kindred spirits, it's teams. And so it's your hopes, wishes, and dreams and goals. And who do you align yourself with in order to manifest those things? The square comes between the North Node in Pisces in an area of your life that revolves around trust and power dynamics and healing. And the South Node in your second house of self-worth and personal resources. And so having this T-square, it's illuminating and activating topics that revolve around trust, value, personal resources, and what you want to do, where you want to go. And so you are envisioning this future that's bigger than your past. Jupiter here is truly helping you to connect with new communities that can liberate your personal voice. This is going to be a time that you're going to want to surround yourself with people who support your growth, not just your image. Your old value system, it might feel like discomfort or at odds with your new direction. The South Node in Virgo, it clings to scarcity thinking or scarcity mindset. And so the North Node in Pisces is asking you to trust in these shared resources of unseen support. So start by asking yourself, who are the people that I surround myself with? And do they reflect my highest values or my past fears? Let go of these alliances, these connections that are based on convenience or by performance. This could be for work or for volunteering or with outdated identities. Make room for kindred spirits with people who support your personal growth, not your image. Also, examine your relationship with contribution. Are you giving to be seen, or are you giving because it's meaningful? Reconnect to the future vision that makes your heart feel so good and race, one that I want to be part of something bigger. Let your dreams stretch beyond just logic. The support that you need, it exists, but it requires courage to ask for it and the faith in order to receive it. A mantra can be, I am open to support, to trust, and abundance that flows through my connections with others. So Leo, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for a deeper understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com. So for my Virgo friends, Jupiter in the top of your chart represents your career, your purpose, your job, your legacy, responsibilities. Jupiter here at the top has to do with success, achievement. It's how other people look up at you, and it's also responsibilities of you with other people that could be below you. It's the top of your chart. And so you have the South Node in your first house of identity. And so we know that something is about your appearance and power and perfectionism. And we have the North Node in Pisces, let go, let flow. It's this opposition with a T-square is illuminating your identity and your relationships and your partnerships with other people. If the first house is you, the seventh house represents you and everybody else. That's personal and that's professional. This could be best friends, significant others, clients. It's also life partners. It can be open enemies and exes. And so this is going to be this defining moment in how you see yourself and what is your purpose within the world. Jupiter is literally stretching your professional vision, but only if you let go of needing to be perfect. The North Node in Pisces, it's truly inviting you to balance out your self-definition with these soulful connections with other people. The challenge comes from your desire for control, for structure, for precision. That's the South Node in your first house. The first house, remember, is your business card, your website. It's who you are. This can be in conflict with the unpredictable, the vulnerable dynamics that come within relationships with other people, or your public visibility. You might feel exposed or about your image or your goals shifting. You are not here to have this perfect life. You are here to live it and to experience it. So look to let go of your beliefs that everything has to be fixed before you can show up, before you shine, before you serve and support other people. Begin to identify where you have internalized the criticism, especially towards yourself. Reframe, what does it mean to lead? True leadership isn't built on control. It's built on presence, on compassion, and on humility. And so practice letting go of how others see your whole self, not just as this polished role. Your vulnerability is not going to diminish you. It's going to deepen your impact and your connection, and it's going to open up new paths with purpose. A mantra for you can be, I am enough as I am, and I lead with heart and humility. So for my Virgo friends, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com. So for my Libra friends, you have Jupiter in an area of your life that revolves around your higher belief system, religion, publishing, legal matters, visas, passports, cross-cultural experiences. It's about expanding of your mind. And so it's higher education and it's travel. Now the nodes are activating your 12th house of being alone, going within, dreams, intuition, psychic ability, and the North node in your day-to-day habits, mental, physical, spiritual, health, well-being, alternative health care, and healing practices. So opportunities that are around this transit involved, this is going to be your time to question the truths that you were raised with and what other people have told you. Jupiter is asking you, what do you believe now? You are being called to a new level of spiritual expansion of your mind, possibly through study or of faith or of teaching others, of classes or workshops, or of experiencing things. This can also be about you teaching others what you have lived and experienced yourself. The challenge comes from the Virgo South node that keeps you stuck in overly practical thinking, the broken record of what people have said to you. This could be of teachers or counselors or exes or not friends. This is about habits that stifle your inspiration. If you are overwhelmed with tasks or obligations of things that you have said that you're going to do for other people, you might miss your call or of your soul. This is an opportunity for you to put yourself first. This is about you reconnecting with the thirst for meaning, the thirst for knowledge. Ask yourself, not what should I believe, but what feels true to my soul now? This is a time for you to have spiritual expansion, mind, body, spirit, through books and mentors and travel and classes and workshops, or the direct experience of awe, being there and experiencing it firsthand. Break free from the intellectual dogmas or the rigid spiritual frameworks that just no longer resonate with you. Those things that you have been told, not from experience. So let your curiosity guide you, even if it takes you into mystery or paradox. Trust that you are being reshaped by wonder and in what you are doing, because you are becoming more aligned with the version of yourself that you're growing into. This is expanding your mind, your body, and your spirit. And so, Libra, a mantra can be, my beliefs expand my heart, and I serve from a place of soul. So Libra, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com. So for my Scorpio friends, you have Jupiter in an area of your life that revolves around topics of trust, intimacy, deep transformation, shared resources, psychological healing. The nodes you have in a square of the South node in your connection to your hopes and wishes and dreams and goals and the people that you connect and collaborate with, and in your 5th house of art, music, beauty, love, joy, creativity, healing your own inner child. Now, the nodes are activating personal joy versus collective belonging, collective connection to other people. This transit, it's truly, it's cracking open your personal world, your inner world. You might discover these powerful insights about what you've inherited emotionally, financially, or spiritually. This is like a latent skill, like being discovered, connecting to dreams, intuition, psychic ability, and how these topics, how these themes, how they have shaped your beliefs. Jupiter invites you to speak your truths that were buried. It uncovers them and brings them to the surface. The challenge can come around you feeling resistance around emotional vulnerability or fear or control, that if you let go of control, you're going to lose yourself. The South Node in Virgo, it wants to fix everything logically. And the North Node in Pisces says, feel it in order to free it. Let go, let flow. Go beyond the surface. Examine your beliefs around intimacy and sex and trust and power and control. Have you internalized the idea that vulnerability is a weakness? Or that self-worth, it depends on other people's validation? Begin by transforming those beliefs with gentleness and truth. Create these sacred spaces where you can process what has been suppressed and hidden, whether it's through therapy or journaling or in a trusted relationship with a partner. Remember that what you keep in the dark, it becomes the wound, and what you bring into the light, it becomes the wisdom. You're not broken. You are in a metamorphosis. Let your transformation be witnessed. A mantra for you can be, my truth is not a burden. It is a bridge into a deeper connection. So Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com. So for my Sagittarius friends, you have Jupiter in your partnership sector. If the first house is you, the partnership sector is you with everybody else. That can be personal and that can be work or collaborative. This could be clients, best friends, significant others, open enemies, exes. It's where we connect with others and we negotiate and we have contracts and promises, whether they're verbal or written. It's the other. Now, having your South Node at the top of your chart is career, reputation, legacy, job. The North Node in your fourth house is creating sustainability in your living situation, your personal life. The fourth house is what we build our life upon. And so this square, it revolves around topics that you need to integrate: roots and destiny. And so Jupiter is literally opening up doors to significant partnerships, significant connections with you. This could include a romantic, professional, or spiritual. But it also asks you to reflect on those beliefs and those stories that you carry about love and commitment and what it means to be in a relationship with somebody, whether it be personal or professional. The challenge comes from possibly struggling with balancing your public ambitions with family expectations, with your need for having this meaningful connection with both. Over intellectualizing your relationships, it can really block real intimacy. So it's an opportunity to let go of overanalyzing what do others want from you. I'm encouraging you to focus on redefining your relationships, beginning with the one that you have with yourself. Stop trying to win love by being needed or impressing others. Start by showing up authentically, even if it means disrupting the old roles. Speak your needs clearly, concisely. Look to communicate your beliefs kindly but firmly. Ask where you might be choosing comfort over connection. Deep partnerships, they're going to emerge when you stop performing and you start aligning. You are worthy of companionship that honors both your own independence and your tenderness. A mantra can be, I create space for soulful connection and I grow through love. So Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com. So for my Capricorn friends, you have Jupiter in an area of your life that is asking you to balance home and career. It's taking care of yourself, nurturing, this is your day-to-day routine, your mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, nutrition, diet, and how can I be of service to other people. The North Node is in your third house of communication. The third house is where I take in information. I use science and technology. This could be through email, phone, text, taking a class, taking a workshop. And the South Node is cross-cultural experiences with foreign people, places, and things. But it's also your belief system, higher. It's the thought of higher belief systems, publishing, legal matters. And so this T square, you are being asked to reimagine how you move through your daily life. Jupiter here is saying you need to upgrade your habits, the day-to-day life systems, your thoughts, but not from a place of punishment, but from a space of love. This is about creating sustainable practices that support a meaningful life for yourself. It's not all work and no play. It's having to take care of myself and replacing that word with I allow myself to put myself first and gift myself that every day. And then I can be of service to other people. I can support them. The challenge comes from your Virgo South Node. It might default to the shoulda, coulda, woulda, and these outdated ideas of perfectionism. You might resist rest or spiritual practices, or like the sixth house is how do I take care of myself? Like going for a walk, or yoga, meditation, or connecting with friends. It's what do I want to do to take care of my mind, body, and spirit? And so it's resisting these practices unless they come with a checklist. Pisces is asking you for intuition, not proof. I'm encouraging you to re-examine all of your routines, not just your calendar, but the literal rituals that shape your mind, your body, and what you do every single day. Are they helping you thrive, or are they just helping you to survive? Huge difference between those two things. Begin by releasing any obligations that are rooted in fear and duty and proving of your worth. Create new rhythms that like nurture your spirit, your soul. Approach your well-being holistically, blending the sacred with the practical. Bring prayer, meditation, yoga, self-positive talk into your every single day. Add silence to your mornings. When your life is aligned with your deeper belief systems, productivity, it becomes a natural byproduct of peace. A mantra can be, my rituals are sacred. My well-being is aligned with grace. So Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com. So for my Aquarius friends, you have Jupiter in an area of your life that is about creativity, joy, pleasure, the inner child, art, music, beauty, love, creation, self-expression. Literally the house that we either give birth to a person, place, or thing, like creating something. The North Node in your second house revolves around topics of your self-worth, and this could be through skill set, talents, money. The second house is emotional, mental, spiritual resources alongside of financial resources. The South Node is in your house of intimacy, connection to others, the house of deep bonding, of power and strength. And so the opportunities that come from this are you tapping into the need and the desire to reclaim joy. Jupiter wants you to express yourself more freely and to trust yourself within these creative matters by like creating something, joining a club, joining a workshop, making art, making beauty. Your soul is hungry for play, for love, for art. The North Node in Pisces is saying your worth is not up for debate. You need to make this happen. The challenge, you might hold these unconscious beliefs that are around needing to earn fun for love. The Virgo South Node, it really pushes you to stay behind the scenes and perfecting rather than participating. Give yourself permission to play without purpose. Reclaim that part of you that wants to create simply for the act of joy and pleasure, not for validation, just to do. Notice where you hold back your light out of fear of judgment and perfectionism. Let your creativity be from a spiritual practice. Dance, paint, write, laugh, sing, move without editing yourself. Fall in love with being alive again. When you lead from a space of joy, you give other people permission to do the same. Your medicine is going to be your radiance. This is about letting your light shine. And so a mantra for you can be, my joy is sacred, and I honor it with an open heart and open hands. So Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com. So for my Pisces friends, you have Jupiter at a very tender spot in your life. It's at the bottom of your chart. It's home, ancestry, emotional security. The fourth house is your living situation, your personal life. It is the literal foundation in which you build your life upon. Having the North Node in your first house is your business card, your website, your first house, your identity. It is who you are, your happiness, your health, your vitality. The South Node in the seventh house is the opposite of you with everybody else. This can be personal and this can be professional. Open enemies, exes, best friends, significant others, clients. And so this is a really personal transit for you. The opportunity of this is going to be your opportunity to rewrite the story of where you come from and how does it shape who you are. You are building a new foundation. Jupiter is offering you healing around family dynamics, old wounds, or long-held beliefs about belonging. Now, the challenge comes from feeling torn between who you've been, who you've shown up for within relationships and partnerships, and who you are becoming individually. The South Node in Virgo, it really makes it easy to shrink yourself for others, for their comfort. And so the North Node is in your sign of who you are, is saying, I need to reclaim who I am, my soul. Explore the emotional legacy that you've inherited either within this lifetime or from parent to grandparent to great-grandparent, generational, or past lives. Ask yourself, what stories have been passed down about love and safety and about being good? Begin to reparent yourself by speaking new words about your past. Honor where you came from, but don't let it define where you're going. Create sacred space within your own home and this inner life that reflects your own evolving truth. Maybe it's a quiet altar. Maybe it's a new spiritual practice, or simply boundaries that honor your energy, your sacred space. This is going to be your season to root deeply so that you can risk freely. A mantra for you can be, I honor my roots and I rise in truth of who I am. So Pisces, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. If you're looking for more of an in-depth understanding of the transits, visit willowgracemystic.com.